Hello and welcome. Today in this video, we will discuss what is pandas encoding technique. Agenda is very clear and straightforward. We will discuss what is encoding, what are the encoding technique that we use, okay, and then we will discuss the encoding technique that we have in pandas. We will also discuss basic thing that is how to practically implement this technique. So let's move forward and see what is encoding. So for this purpose, what I will do, I will create a basic data set. So I'll use pandas as PD, import this library. I can also use numpy as np to create my dummy data set. And what I will do, I will just create one or two data set, which will simply help me to get the job done. So what I will do, I will use pd dot data frame. Inside this, I want to pick tool dictionary, and what I will do, I will simply say name for first and say let's not say it name, say it column one, and let's follow it by a value. And this value can be anything. So guys, I'm just taking list ABCD. Okay, let's say A. I'm taking five values in a particular dictionary, in a particular list. So the size of it will be five. Now I will get a second column. Now here what I want to do, I will say numbers. So let me name it as number. Okay, and I am saying that it is np dot random. Okay, dot integer. In the random integer, I want to give any value between 1 to 25, maybe. Okay, and I want five value of it. Okay, so this is what I'm creating. I'm creating five values which has this value. Now guys, as we are talking about encoding techniques, we definitely need to use some category to get things out. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a second column, third column basically. And here what I will do, say male female, say gender, that is better. Okay, and what I will do, I will simply give it a list. This list contains say male, female, male, female, female. Okay, that's my value. And let me create another category which has three values. That will be an interesting thing to have. Let's do one thing, guys. Let's make this first column as three category column. So I have ABC. I will say A and B. So this is my three category column. Okay. So this is my three category column. This is my basic, and this is my basic. That is okay. And say I think that is okay for the now. Let me see. This is my data frame. This is my data frame where I'm getting A, B, C, A, B. Numbers are this and the genders are this. Now, guys, I have kept the number column just for the sake of, to mimic a little bit real set. So you get the idea here. Now, what I will do, guys, obviously, first of all, I have to create a variable for this. So I will create a df equals to, and that will be my variable. And using df to print, and then I will simply use df. And if you notice the number changing, guys, it's because we are choosing the random number. So random number, every time we run it, the value will change. Okay, so don't worry about that part. Now, first of all, guys, what is encoding? How encoding really works? Let me explain that part to you. So, what encoding does, guys? Encoding means we cannot give this categorical column, okay, as an input to a machine learning model. Machine learning models do not accept this. Okay, they do not accept this. They can accept only numerical digits like this. They can accept only numerical digits. So what we do encoding on this. Now I will not go too deep in the other encoding techniques, but we have one hot encoding and label encoding and sklearn. But that's an sklearn technique. So we are talking about encoding technique that we have in our pandas. So how to do this encoding in the pandas? To achieve this, what we do, a very simple and straightforward, guys. We convert the zero for male. Say I take one for male, zero for female, one for male, and zero and 0. That's my column for male. Okay. I create another column which will represent my female. So 0, 1, 0, 1, and 1. So these are my column. These are my column that I'm using. So guys, now there are two things that we need to understand. This is called encoding. We have encoded our male and female into numbers, and both column are representing, one is representing male, one is representing the female part. One thing to know that we can also have single column that I will discuss in the coming cells, and we can also drop one of the columns if we want to. So we have these three categories. For these three categories, guys, three columns will be created: A, B, C. Okay, and we will use that. So let's see how the encoding technique really works and how we can change this to numbers, so we can give this as an input to our machine learning model. Moving forward, what we do, I use something called PD get dummies, and here we go with the value. Let me show you the definition. Now, get dummies is a parameter, guys, that we use to encode the data set. Encoding, as I told you, we will convert the categorical value to a numerical digits. Okay. To do this, what we can do, we have these parameters. So these are the parameters that we can use. Okay, data type, draw first, sparse, the column part, the dummy, null, and any. If we have any value, we can use that to as well. We can convert that to a dummy, and we have prefix, we have a prefix, separation, and so on. Okay, so these are the values that we have in the parameter part. Okay, converting the values, guys, as you can see in the definition, data and the prefix, again prefix is prefix separator. So guys, prefix is if you want to add any string, anything in the front of the name. So if we are converting it, we can add a prefix to it. That simply gave us the idea, okay, this is how it works. Okay, terminal is a boolean expression, we have to give true, default is false. Okay, the column indices the NaNs to. If it's false, it ignores the NaNs. Okay, basically NaNs is null values. If we have a null values, which we didn't add it in this case, but yes, we can have a null value, and this null value can be handled too. We can handle the null value too. So just for fun, guys, I will simply add one row which have some null values, and that will do the job for us. Okay, and then we have column, then we have sparse, drop first, and data type. These are the parameters that we are going to use, and there are some examples. So guys, if you go in the definition, you may see the example to get the clarity how to do this and that. Okay, so before this, so this is my data, guys, this is my get dummies. Okay, and let me create a markdown cell which says all this. So let me make it like this, a star, and say this should do. So we have this these parameters that we have to discuss. So we will discuss one by one. Data is, guys, data itself. So we give the data. Okay, this is my data that I'm giving as an input. Second is prefix. So what is prefix, guys? Any value that you want to add when you get the database. So before understanding that, guys, we need to use get dummies somewhere. So let's go for get dummies. Okay, let me copy this and show you the get dummies here. Now, guys, I will not use in place through anywhere, because I don't want to make any permanent changes to the data, because I have to show you all the parameters one by one. Okay. So, guys, what I'm doing here, I'm giving my df. Okay, df is given. The complete df can be given directly, and the complete data will be converted in a single shot. Okay. So you can give a complete data set. You may give complete data set. Okay, and you will get a encoded column for all. Okay, you can see that ABC has been converted here. Uh, Gender, male and female, has been converted here as we were looking for. Okay, so convert it for us. Clearly, there is no issue with the conversion. Now, let's talk about the prefix part. So, what is prefix? So, in the data frame, when you have this column conversion, what I'm doing, guys, I will simply pick one. I will pick my df dot gender in this case. G is capital. So let me indicate G is capital. So it will fetch me the gender column. What I'm going to do is, what I'm trying to do here is use the get dummies. So I will say not like this. I will give it as an input to my pd dot get dummies. Okay. And what I will do, I will convert this. Now, when I convert this, I get this 0 and 1. What I can do, I can use a parameter which is called prefix, okay, and remove this null and give some string, okay. So I say gender and say underscore. When I do this, guys, this prefix is added to my name. Whatever name I'm going to use, that prefix is added to this. So you can see gender underscore f, gender underscore m. Okay. So this is how you add a prefix if you want to. You can add a prefix and get the output simply. Next is prefix separator. So in your prefix separator, we will do a very simple exercise. What happens when you have this gender and underscore? Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes it doesn't feel right when you have this underscore and the way it is presenting. So what you can do, you can say, I want to use not this. Let me move it. Prefix separator, and I will use say um, two dot just to show you what it looks like. So say something like that. This should do. So I can use it. Again, I have to use remove the underscore so it looks decent. So I can use this as an separated too. I can provide a space front and back to make it look good. You can see that it is giving me simple gender double colon and f gender double colon. I can use a dedicated space giver here. What happens if you don't do that, guys? If I just give gender, suppose there is no space in gender, I'm giving it directly. If I give it directly and use no separator here, remove this separator, we will see that it is by default giving a single underscore and giving the value. Uh, Now by default, guys, you like the underscore. By default, you don't like underscore. It is on you how you want to use it. If you don't like it, you don't feel like it's a good thing, you may remove it. If you're not giving a proper space between this, you will get an underscore by default, which you don't want to keep if you're giving a separated specifically. Giving a space before and after is a good practice. So that will be how you do the prefix part in your get dummies part. Now next is dummy and false. So guys, again, if you want to use this, you first need to you know have this dummy data. So what I will do, guys, I have this. Let me paste it. Let me make it a markdown cell, make it tree, and just run it. So when we have this dummy data, what do I have to do? I have to add some dummy column in here. What I will do, I will just create a say I log. I'm giving the index here is 5 0 1 2 3 4. Perfect. It does not exist. I'll give a line here saying it's ABB and say A again. Doesn't matter. Say I want to give some nuns. I will do not here. Say I give 2 here. Doesn't matter. And in the MF, what I will try to add is np.nan. Okay. Yes, obviously. I forget about that. I cannot use this for increasing the size. That is not cool. So there we go. We have this. Done. So we are pending it, and okay, I have to put it properly. 1 second. Solution of callable. So okay, I was signing it by mistake. I have to open it. Let's not use this actually. I'm not going to open anymore. Let me check if DF has the same value, and this should run. Okay, I think let me review this cell then. Nothing, guys. Basically, it just has taken the new element, that is why it is giving me error. So I believe if I just replace this div variable again with this, that should be okay. Okay, perfect, it worked. That's good. So we appended a value that is nan. So nan an2. This is what I'm adding. We have a null value now. What we can do now, we want to go for get dummies. So pd dot get dummies. Okay, and suppose I pass the df here. Now let's not pass everything. Let's just go for df dot gender. Okay, this was get. We are getting 101010. In the fifth row, we are getting 0 0 for all. Okay, both are 0 in this case because it was an ANN value. If I say, okay, now as we're talking about this dummy underscore NA, I'll go for dummy underscore NA is true in this case. Okay, so it just create another column. Guys, again, it is a separate category now. So NaN is another column that we have added, which is saying that my NaN value was true in this case. Okay, so it consider the NaN value as a new category. Okay, by default it drops it. It just don't give any value when both are zero. We know that's a NaN value, but when we make it true, it consider it very carefully. Okay, that is the get dummies this NaN handler. Now moving forward, so we can give the column names to guys. That is also practical. So what we can do, let me also show you this part. Very simple and straightforward, guys. What we do, say this is my value and run this. My DF is this, but has an n value now. So no issue. Guys, this is my get dummy. So what I will do, I will simply go df dot p dot get dummies. I'm giving my df. So when I give it like this, it just converted everything. Now I can describe my column. Okay, and the column name is gender. GNDR. Okay, I will give it like this then. Let me go on the column part. Here we are. So like list like object can be given and default value can be given. That is my mistake that I've done. So let me correct that. Column name in the data frame to encode it. If column name is none, then all the column will be encoded. So basically, guys, it is converting everything because we are not defining a column name here. The moment we define a column name here, let me put it gender and just give a list. So guys, again, as you can see, it takes a list only as an input. You cannot give name openly. Now, some methods allow the open name. Some requires very few requires this list parameter. Okay, that is the only difference. So you give the list name and you just check it. Now, guys, never try to memorize this stuff. These are very basic and very tiny things. What you can do, you can always check the definition and correct it, like I have done just right now. Okay. Moving forward, guys, we have this conversion. We have done a conversion of column gender, and this is converting my gender to 1 and 0. And yes, you can have nan true. Guys, again, every parameter I have discussed before can be added together to get a proper result. Now let's move forward on this. We have get dummies. We have sparse. Sparse, guys. Again, if we have some data kind of value, and so we use sparse here. Don't have any column like that, so I'm not going to use it. But in case you have a particular type of column which you want to sparse, you can do that. Drop first is true. I'm going to try, and I'm not going to try the D type because it's a type. It's a basic thing. So what is drop first, guys? Very simple and straightforward. Drop underscore first. Simple parameter, guys. Let me just make it a markdown, run it, and df is this. And what I'm going to do, I will just drop the first column. What does it mean? If I have this pd dot get dummies, and I'm saying my gender as what I want to change. Okay, so I will give df dot gender, right? This male and female is given to me. Now, guys, important thing to understand is when you have this one column, okay, this male column, every time when the male was zero, every time when the male was zero, the female was one. Okay, every time the male was zero, the female was one. So we know that in this case we have complete information. Even if we drop one column, if we drop the female column completely, we do not lose any information. By keeping that point in mind, we can drop the first column. We can simply write drop the first column and make it true. You make it true and it drops your first column directly. You don't have to worry about anything like that. So this is how you do the encoding in pandas with get dummies. Guys, again, get dummies is an ordinal data encoding. Okay, so let me tell you what is this. There are two kind of encoding techniques: ordinal, and second is nominal. Okay, so these are the main thing that we have to remember. There are two kind of encoding techniques. These are ordinal and nominal. Guys, ordinal means that there is some order to the data. There is some sort of order to my data, and the nominal is there is no order to my data. Like we have the values in my data set. So column and gender do not have any order, so I don't really worry about what kind of encoding I do for them. Okay, but take the same data. Suppose I take the same data. Okay, and I just make it a markdown cell, give it an replace is what we're going to use. Right, so what we're going to do, we have this data, I have this column. I will name it as not like this. Let me name it like this. I remove this, I create a list, okay, and I say rank one, okay, and I take this value. I have five values. I will simply make rank one, rank three, rank two, rank two. So guys, we have this value rank one, rank two, and rank two. What we can do, we can replace it by the replacement. Now guys, why we cannot use get dummies? Get dummies does not care what we are writing here. We just get the data like that. So what we do, if we just have say pd dot get dummies, okay, and pass my df in this, look at the result, guys. It just use one order encoding kind of value, zero and ones are there, and it does not do not care about the rank part. It do not really care if the rank was there, any kind of rank was in the circle, but it was important for us by the rank order. So what we do, guys, we use something called replace. I have to use data frame in that what I'm trying to use. So the column is the name, and in this I will use replace. Okay, so guys, to use replace, this is what you give. You use it on a column, so you give data frame, then the column name, and the replace correctly is called there. In the replace, guys, parameter very simple. We have to give a dictionary. If I open this, you can see that it takes the value and replace. To replace value, what you want to replace, the value I want to replace, in place true, and so on. And you can give the replacement like this. Let me show you an example. Dictionary can be given. If there is any example at the bottom, that will be great. So guys, this is how you replace. You just replace, right? Replace. You have just one value to replace to other. You just give comma and give the value. Okay. For every zero, you want a five. So every zero will be replaced by a five. Okay. If you have more than one category, guys, you can use replace like this. ABC. I want to replace it with this value. Okay. And that will be replaced. This value will be sorry. This is value will be replaced like this. This is not the replacement. Sorry. This is a parameter that we are defining. Replacement by dictionary should be also there. Let me find it if I can. So you have this value, guys. Again, if you want to replace these value with these values, you just write this name and with this name, and that value get replaced. Okay. And another way is replacing a dictionary. You can give a dictionary like this and you can get the replacement clearly there by that. So very simple guys, very simple straightforward technique. Replace can be used 2 or 3 ways, and you give the value, you get the answer, and that's it. Okay. So this is replacing by R wrong string. Again guys, it's giving a symbol here to replace it. So A is getting this value, these values are replaced, new, foo and bait, and given to here. Okay. DF replaced this and this, so I'm getting this value to here. Okay. Then we have same things are there. Guys, let me show you the code. That will be better rather than doing this scrolling. Let me show you the code. So guys, suppose you have this column. Okay, in this column you want to replace the values. What you do, you can give the dictionary. Okay, and in the dictionary you have to define what you want to replace exactly. So you have this rank. You can pick this complete rank part. I'm putting it here to just easing up the things. Then again, I have to remove this list parameter. I don't want it to be a list. I will say rank 1 should be replaced by say 1, and rank 2 should be replaced by, not bad, by 2. Rank 3 should be replaced by something. Let me remove all these, and I want to make it rank 3 colon 3. So as you can see, this column has been replaced by this. So every value is getting replaced. 1, 2, 3 has been replaced for column 1 value. Where rank 1 is replaced by 2 and 3 and 4. Another way, if we have this data frame, say we have the data frame, and we want to replace it again with a simple order, guys. Again, say suppose gender. So I will just pick this. Okay, let me show you that part also. So what I can do, I can make it a list this time. Remove this, and remove this completely, and then comma a list which has 1, 2 and 3. It is giving you some other. Okay, here we have the replacement again. And if you don't want to give it like this, again you can give it like that. So both ways will work. And if you just have just two values to replace, like the gender column, so let me make it a gender. Okay, and you want to replace two values, you just need to replace it like this. For I want to replace it by 1. You'll see that all the values have been replaced by 1. Okay, so this is a way. If you have just one category, you can want to replace that value, particular value. You may replace it like this. You can replace it by a list if you have more than one category, and so on. So I hope you get the point. You can replace any value if you want to, and in any category if you want to, and replace work straightforward and simple for you. So guys, this is for ordinal data. So in a fast phase, guys, I just revised the topic. What I've done, I have used the encoding technique. There were two techniques: ordinal and the nominal. In the ordinal data, guys, we have the order in the data. There is some ranking kind of order is there. Nominal is normal data, male female kind of data. We have tried all the get dummies categories that we can use. Main core thing is get dummies. Get dummies is used for nominal data. It just gives you the encoding thing for the nominal data. And replace is going to replace the value accordingly, whatever parameter you're giving. So replace is straightforward too. Replace used for ordinal. The get dummy is used for nominal, and that is how you replace the value. You encode the data set for here. Okay, so that should be it. That should be the basic idea of this. So name I'm changing here as encoding in pandas with get dummy and replace. Perfect. So this is your data frame, guys. This is your project. These are steps that you can do. Strongly recommend, guys, at least try them once so you can have the idea that how to use all of them. You can combine all of them together to get a integrated approach. That is all for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.